All right, shalom, shalom, brothers. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem, Yahweh Kakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders and teachers of Great Millstone who rule well, teach well. It's Brother Yahweh Shai Zion. I'm going to do this message on this here about reducing climate pollution. As the EPA announces $4.3 billion grant in grants for projects to reduce climate pollution. Now, bear in mind, my brothers, the reason why I'm doing this video is Esau Edom, who's running this country, okay, Joe Biden on down, because he's the top guy, on down. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked, Job 9:24. Particularly, Esau and the Edomites authorize, the capturing of shrimp, crab, and lobster all around in their waters. That should be illegal to take them out of the waters, and also killing pigs and stuff like that. When pigs clean the ecosystem, okay, if not for self-defense, you shouldn't be killing pigs. You should let all these animals do what they need to do, okay? Now, we got dominion over them, so like I said, if they try to come at you or something, you take them out. But, the main thing is that Esau is serving food that cleans the ecosystem and cures so-called pollution, but they're the ones who are propagating it anyways. All right, you're the pollutant of the earth. So it says here, this is what they say. The climate pollution reduction grants will address projects in 30 states, reducing greenhouse gases from transportation, electric power, commercial and residential buildings, industry, agriculture, / natural and working land and waste materials. Yeah, so listen, the land, okay, first and foremost, you shouldn't be eating pork, because that's going to help cleanse the land of the garbage and the food. Because basically, the pig, that's a garbage disposal, man. It's a garbage disposal for waste. Straight up. That's why you're not supposed to touch it. So the EPA said the projects combined are projected to reduce greenhouse gas pollution, which is, he's the one who does it anyway with his cars. It says by up to 971 metric tons by 2050. See, he's thinking that he's going to be here forever. Esau, these Edomites are projecting they're going to be here forever to 2050. Unbelievable. It says today, let me keep going down actually. Okay. So the reason why I want to bring this up, brothers, I want to get straight to the scripture. And it's in Deuteronomy, because it really, really makes you upset. Deuteronomy 14:3, it says, thou shalt not eat any abominable thing. Now let's take a look at what the word is for abominable.
Strong's H 8441. To'eva. To'eva.
So it says of a disgusting thing, abomination, abominable. Really, it says definition A. It says of unclean food. Okay, idols, same thing. Meat sacrificed unto idols, which that's why you got to pray over the meat for conscience sake. As Paul said, because some of the meat that's sold at the grocery stores and from these farms, remember that at least 70% of the beef or more is from farm-raised animals, which are basically kept in really bad conditions. So, honestly, when they say grass-fed, we don't know what's going on because we're not there. They could be slipping some of the meat in there just to sell it for more money. I mean, you just don't know. But as far as, spiritual, we're going to pray over the meat to cleanse it in the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, if it's clean to eat. All right. And that's in an idol sense. Some eating meat sacrificed on the idols that we didn't know about, we're going to pray over it. Okay. Now, if it's an unclean food, there is no praying over it. There's no consumption of it, period. Like shrimp, crab, lobster, catfish, okay, buzzard. I don't know if you could even get eagle meat, but I'm sure they sell it somewhere. But it's so-called America's national bird. So I don't think they're going to sell it. here, obviously, but you could probably get it somewhere. It's probably illegal to find it, though. But nonetheless, that's an unclean meat, of course, because it's a bird of prey and will kill other birds and eat other birds. And similar to a cannibal, basically. That's why you don't touch that. It's a bird that cleans the ecosystem as well. Okay? Strong's definition says something disgusting, morally, an abhorrence, especially idolatry, or consequently an idol. Okay, so yeah, that's just you would think it's a no-brainer, man, but in this society, all bets are off, man, with the wickedness. So it says, verse 4, it says, these are the beasts which ye shall eat, of the ox, the sheep, and the goat. Okay, so what's wrong with consuming those? I don't understand why people can't consume these, man. What's your problem? Why won't you want to consume them? They're clean, okay? And the ox is like a cow, basically, pretty much. It says the hart, the roebuck, the fallow, and the deer, and the wild goat, and the pygarg, and the wild ox, and the chamois, and every beast that parteth the hoof and cleaveth the cleft into two claws, and cheweth the cud. And that's important, brothers, because chewing the cud means that they are regurgitating their food, okay? It's more of a clean animal, getting rid of the toxins. So that's why you need to eat these detoxifying animals, or really animals that detoxify the food to some degree. The pig, of course, does not do that and just simply is a ball of waste. It doesn't even bother to chew the cud and regurgitate food and clean, as much as you can out of it, because it doesn't matter, because it's a waste disposal. Okay? Period. All right, so it says, nevertheless, these ye shall not eat of them that chew the cud, or of them that divide the cloven hoof, as the camel, and the hare, and the coney, and for they chew the cud, but divide not the hoof. Therefore, they are unclean unto you. So these are making a distinction. So yeah, they regurgitate their food, but there's physical distinctions that tell you not to eat them. See, we are a nation guided by the Most High. All right? We've been given instructions and this wisdom from the Lord. We're not wise because we're wise in our own mind. Nah, we trust in the Lord. The Lord said not to do it, and these animals are the ones that clean the ecosystem. And they're unclean for real. Scientifically, man. They're bad for you. Okay, verse 8, it says, in the swine, because it divideth the hoof. Okay, so it has the physical characteristics of, it should be okay. But listen, it says, yet cheweth not the cud, it is unclean unto you. Ye shall not eat of their flesh, nor touch their dead carcass. Okay, so the swine on the onset, if you're looking at it, you're thinking, it looks like just, like something that would be clean, right? Similar to catfish. But catfish is unclean because it doesn't have the scales. It has fins, but it doesn't have scales. And the swine, it divides the hoof, but it doesn't chew the cud. Okay, it doesn't regurgitate its food. So it's unclean unto you. And you're not supposed to touch the dead carcass. So the EPA should be getting on people for this. But of course not, because it's a wicked society. America's demonic. Okay, even the other so-called Muslim countries, Islamic countries, they know shit like this. They follow this. Okay, America's all bets are off. Adultery's legal. OnlyFans is legal. Fanly is legal. It's a separate OnlyFans. People making their own websites and skipping out OnlyFans. Not even giving OnlyFans a cut no more. That's legal. You got prostitution and all of this shit that they're doing, and gambling and to high level, witchcraft and shit. It's all intertwined with witchcraft, man. Not that gambling's not okay, but it's just something you want to stay away from anyways, brothers. But, it ties into witchcraft, and that's where you got to get out of that shit, And they definitely have all kinds. If you look at that stuff, the casinos if you really look with a spiritual eye, it's tied into sorcery, man. All right. If you're just playing around with a small amount of money, just having a good time, whatever, and you're banking on losing the money, fine. But don't try to do it trying to get too much money. It's just not a good look. But back to this, man. So yeah, I don't understand why people don't get on this at the EPA. Verse 9, it says, "These ye shall eat of all that are in the waters. All that have fins and scales shall ye eat. And whatsoever hath not fins and scales shall ye not eat. It is unclean unto you." And that's it, man. It should be easy, okay? That's about it. All right, that's the basics. And these people don't want to realize that. That's the money. They should be pumping. They should literally give that $4.3 billion onto me and the brothers, all right, if they were really righteous, and say, hey, we need you guys to head all of this, teach everybody or whatever how to eat. But we know what? We're not going to do that. And we don't want your money. We don't need your money, all right? The Lord's going to give us money in the kingdom, all right? But that's what you should be doing. You should be like, you know what? Teach us how to eat right. Teach us how to clean this ecosystem for real, But really, you just got to be removed out of power, and that will clean the ecosystem. That's why the trees are going to rejoice when you're gone, Edomite. All right? These are going to rejoice, man. The trees are going to rejoice together when you're gone, you Edomite. Because now you're going to be, left out of your power and put back into the position where you're supposed to be. You're really supposed to be in slavery and then in the dirt. All right? Because you're a devil. You're a useless eater. All right, and you're the one that's poisoning the ecosystem. With that, give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yoshai. Shalom.